everyone, welcome to today's video. Today is a cocktail from a mocktail that I made the other day. I don't know how many of you follow me on Instagram, but I did one of these as a mocktail since I guess some people are doing a dry January. So I made one of these and I'm actually kind of changed this one up just a little bit. I'm going to actually add another element of flavor that I didn't add to my mocktail. So welcome. Sit back and let's make us a cocktail. So it is a blackberry, lemon, black peppercorn, and what else did I put in there? Ginger. That's right, I put a couple of slices of ginger. I didn't do this to the mocktail. So what I've done is I have just heated up 2 slices of lemon and 3 slices of fresh ginger, and then probably I'd say maybe 15 peppercorns, and then I'd say at least 10 blackberries. So now I'm just gonna take the lemon out because this rind will not chop up in my blender. So I'm just gonna take that out. See that pretty color? So you could probably freeze dry this and then you'd have a gorgeous, there's an idea. See, why don't I think of things before I say it? That would be a pretty thing to add kind of as the decor of the cocktail, if you will. So I have my trusty little Ninja blender. I'm just gonna put this mixture in there. It's kind of funny that these are blackberries. When it comes out red, turns into a raspberry. So I'm just gonna take all of that in there. Put it in my Ninja blender. There's not a lot to cut up, but I mean, it's blackberries, and you know, blackberries have, I think, probably some of the biggest seeds of a lot of the berries, and I don't want that in my drink. So here we go. Wow, that went crazy. See, a pretty color. So it's not really black I mean, it's like a red berry. Anyway. So now what I'm going to do is use my trusty cheesecloth. I mean, can you tell I use this a lot? This is my blackberry, raspberry, blueberry, anything that's kind of dark. I use this one. It's already stained. So I have a dedicated one for the darker berries or anything darker that I'm going to do. And I have one that's light. So no worries. It rinses off and you can wash it. And I mean, this is probably one of my most favorite things of 2020. And actually, I did do a 2020's favorite video, actually not that long ago, because I'm kind of behind the ball on that. But this is one of those things I talked about, is my beloved cheesecloth. I don't know how I lived without it. See, let's put it in here. And I just put it into a measuring cup. See, and how it comes out, and it's just juice. It leaves the seeds. If there's any pulp or any like fruit skin, it leaves it all in this bag, and all you get is just juice. And I'm so in love with that. It makes me very happy, especially someone like me. I mean, I do this a lot. I make a lot of my homemade, like I would say like sauces, like the flavorings for my drinks. I do a lot of it. It's all homemade. So I like the idea of being able to do this. It's time consuming. So if you're in a hurry and you have people coming over for a party, but if you plan ahead, you can actually do this a day in advance. Put it in one of those trusty little sealable containers. Make sure you have the lid. And you can put it in the refrigerator and save it and have it for the next day. But to me, I mean, because this is what I do. I mean, I make healthy cocktails. So to me, this is very important that I know that any sugar that is in my drink is natural fruit juice. That's it. That's all it is. I did not add anything to this except water, lemon slices, some fresh ginger, which I can smell. Ooh, that's like the overpowering smell. But again, I love ginger. If you don't like ginger, don't put it in here. This is just as good of a drink without it. Matter of fact, the one I made had rosemary. Had a rosemary stem in it. So I mean, and again, my cocktails are very versatile. You can put anything you want. Like if you don't like ginger, don't use ginger. It's just as good. If If you love blackberries, put more blackberries. I mean, it's up to you, but all the flavors combined are phenomenal together. So, see, I mean, it's just juice. That's all there is. And I know where it's coming from because I made it, so I feel good about that. Now, I'm gonna take some of that. I'll take my trusty vodka. This is one of the vodkas that I have in one of my 2020 favorites also. You have to go check that video out. Make it a nice, good cocktail. Okay, now I am actually going to add a smidge, I haven't used that or heard that word in a long time, smidge of the black orange margarita, the skinny mixes, just for a little touch of the blood orange, which to me, I feel like almost brings out the flavor of the blackberry. That's just how I feel. Again, if you don't have it, you don't have to use it, but if you have it, it's a good kind of an unexpected surprise in there. Now I'm gonna take probably, I'd say maybe a quarter to three quarters, maybe 3/4 of a cup to put in here, because this is what you want. You want the juice in there because that's what this cocktail is all about. The vodka is just kind of the friend that shows up to this party and just kind of adds a little bit of fun to it. Okay, let's shake it up. Okay. Now, get my glass. See, so pretty. Now, I'm gonna do a slice of lemon. You know how I am. I love to have something that's pretty in there. Put that in there. And it also, because there's lemon in the actual drink itself, it kind of, tells people a little bit about what's in here. Like, okay, so that's in there because, well, it's part of the decor. Okay, that there. And some frozen blackberries, because again, that's what this cocktail is blackberry. It's frozen, so it'll keep your drink cool and makes it pretty, and people will know what's in the drink. Love that. Now, when they're really frozen, they'll actually float. I didn't get to freeze these, so they're cold, but they're not frozen, so they're not actually going to float. But look, you can see them at the bottom. Look how pretty that is. Now, for the piece de resistance, French all of a sudden, my Cascade Ice. This is the black raspberry. Just a touch of this, just to give it a little bit of fizz. And it kind of actually does darken the color a little bit because this is a little bit darker. And it just adds just that another level of flavor. It's sparkling water, so you have another level of the water, of the hydration versus dehydration, which I try so hard to do in all of my cocktails. Now they float a little bit because of the fizz. Now you can really see the fizz in there. You see all that? It's a really pretty drink. Cheers, everyone. Here's to a blackberry drink. Oh, that's good. You can taste, obviously, the lemon. You have that citrus in there. The ginger, you can taste it. Honestly, I always put just enough ginger in there to where people wonder, what is that flavor? Because it doesn't taste like ginger. It doesn't just say, wow, there's ginger in there. It's like, what is that distinctive kind of spice back there? Because ginger's kind of spicy, but it's not a hot heat. It's just it's just spicy. And then I can taste the blood orange. Just like everything in this balances and mixes so well. It's like you have some berry and then you have some citrus, and it just kind of, obviously the citrus actually breaks the berries down a little bit more. It's amazing. This is a really good cocktail. It's refreshing, and even for like days like this, like it's kind of gloomy and it still has a warmth to it that still makes you feel like it's not summertime quite yet, but we're getting there. So this is the absolute perfect drink for a day like today. As usual, I'm going to put the description. As usual, I'm going to put the recipe in the description box below. It's very simple, as are most of my recipes, and it is delicious. If I were you, I'd go make one of these right now. Sit back, prop your feet up, and enjoy this evening. Thanks for watching. I will see you in my next video.